Hello everybody, my name is Biffa, and in this video we're going to take a look at amazing updates to two of my favourite mods, Intersection Marking Tool and the Node Controller mod as well. These updates are absolutely fantastic. If you want to see what they are, stick around. Leave a like if you find this video interesting. That's always helpful. And let's dive in and see what we have in store. Okay, well, let's test out the first new option in intersection marking tool. What's the internet marking tool? The intersection marking tool, which is the ability to copy and paste. So we've got this intersection here that we've already set up with some lines and giveaway markings, this chevron thing in the middle, and all that sort of good stuff. And we want to copy that to over here. Now, these two intersections are set up in the same way. We've got the same road coming in. We've got the same roads on the roundabout. So this should be relatively simple. And up here, we now have these options to copy marking from this entire node, to paste. We can edit the marking order. We'll come back to that. And we can use this to delete and clear everything in this node. So we're going to copy it. There we go. Nothing pops up saying you've copied it yet. Maybe that'll be added. And then if we click on this node over here, we now can paste it in. So let's just paste it in. Now, it's going to paste it in the direction this is facing. You can see, look, this little point here is over that side. Yeah, so it's not quite in the order that we want. But we get some other little options in here. Hopefully you can see these. We can turn the whole node markings counterclockwise or clockwise, which is great. We can also inverse the order, so we'll just flip it over. So if we just press that one, there we go, it's flipping it around, doing all sorts of things. We can apply it, we can not apply it, and we can reset it. So if we reset it, I'm having trouble clicking on some of these buttons for some reason. There we go. But I want to turn clockwise. So I want this to turn until it's in the right spot. So we know that this giveaway marking is going to be down here. So if we keep doing this, and we do it again, there we go. So now we've got giveaway coming out, little mini giveaway. This sweeps around, joins the two lanes. That is now set up the same as that one over there. And then we can click apply. And there we go. Fantastic. That is as simple as it is to copy from one to another. Okay, so another thing that used to happen was if you upgraded one of the roads that led into a node that you've set up with all these markings, you would just lose all the markings in your road. So we are going to change this road here. This road has 3 points. Let's upgrade it to something that I'm assuming's got more points. This small 4-lane road. And we're going to use Anarchy mod to let that do that. There we go. So we know this has got more points. Let's select. I've changed. Therefore, the existing marking cannot be applied automatically. Do you want to apply the marking manually? Okay, I've not seen that before. Yes. Aha. Right. So it's popped them back in, which is great. They're not quite lined up as they should be. So now we've got these little points around here. And this one says drag and drop circles to set roads order. Click circle to edit road points order. So let's click that circle there. There we go. So we now want to move this one over to here. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. Can we just drag that over? We can. Oh, look at that. That is fantastic. And I'm going to put that one in there. So that has now shifted over that to the right place. And apart from that, I won't change anything else on here. We've got the chevrons I don't want to drive over. We've got this lane that comes through here. That is absolutely fantastic. So we've upgraded the road, kept our markings, and we've managed to just do a slight tweak to keep it all working exactly as it should. And then we're going to apply that, and we're done. Wow. I tell you what, that is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's just take a look at this node that we've worked on previously. I hit Control-L to bring up this option, select that node there. There we go. So we've had a couple of extra little options that have been added in. Let's start off with this one here. This is the one I want to look at. So we've got this set as a double dash. We've also now got the shark teeth option. Oh, this has come out of that so we can see. Okay, there we go. That's another option that we can use on there. I'm going to pop that back. Solid and dash. I think that's a new one as well, isn't it? Solid and dash stop line style. Yeah, there we go. So I'm assuming some of these options are ones that you would see in other countries. In our situation, we would just have that as a double dash. I'm liking that. Let's have a look at a new crosswalk option that's been added. So using node control, I've selected this node here. We'll have node junction markings, and then we'll get our intersection marking tool. And if we hold, let's just do it this side here, hold shift, we can select from one side to the other. And then what have we got? Zebra, double zebra, parallel. Let's just go through these ones. Zebra. Oh, I can't use the scroll. Double zebra, we've seen that before. Parallel solid lines, parallel dash lines, ladder, solid, and I think this is a new one at chessboard. There we go. So if these are the sort of ones that you would use, then yeah, there we go. We can have, let's put zebra back in there. Excellent. That looks nice. And one other option I've just spotted here, when you're using a double line through the middle, you get this option here to have it align left. Let's just zoom in a bit. Look at this here. Left, center or right, which is fantastic because quite often they wouldn't line up and then you'd have to do the manual moving up and down like that. But now, yeah, you can get them to use that option and line up. There we go. Left, center and right, which is fantastic. I've messed this one up because I've done it myself. But yeah, you get the idea with that. And a nice little addition for templates as well. You can now duplicate a template. So for instance, I've got this, let's have a look at that one there. This yellow line template, I can duplicate that one. And we get double yellow copy. And then I can, of course, rename that if I wanted just to make a double yellow that was green. Or whatever colour that is. And I could just rename that. There we go. And that's a quick way of duplicating things that you've already set up, which is fantastic. So like this filler here, we've got this yellow grid filler, yellow grid light, that's what I've been using. So yeah, I could copy that, change the colour, bash it down somewhere else. Nice. Now this next little update, I think this is going to help me with one of the problems that I regularly have. So I use chevrons in the middle here, and normally the chevron would point towards where the cars are coming from. So the chevron there, and it opens up wide and the two roads splits off. When you're doing it from the other direction, it just never lines up correctly. What you really want is the chevron to start from this line here, because these two roads are coming that way. So if we select that node, I'm going to change this filler here. I tend to use stripes when the road's going in the opposite direction. We're going to change that to chevron, and there we go. Look, it's automatically, we can change that from vertex to edge, and it has nicely lined up with the edge over here, which it didn't used to do before. So that is really cool. I'm liking that. Couple of other little niceties that's been added. You can now resize the window like this, which is, I'm just grabbing the bottom right hand corner. That'll be very handy. Just jumping back to node controller for a second. Now, if you wanted to flatten out a junction, you see how the way this road here, there's like a dip in the middle between these nodes and these segments and these segments. Now, before you'd have to hold Alt, select a node like that, tick flatten segment end, and you'd have to do it this side as well. That goes into that flatten segment end. But now you can just pick the node in the middle and make flat. And there you go. That's flattened it out. Or, of course, if you want it the other way, make it sloped. And that slopes the whole section down. Looks much more realistic. I'm liking that new addition. That is fantastic. Let's do it over here as well. Make sloped, and it just lines it all up nicely. Right, so let's give the copy and paste option a go. So I've removed the grid from here. We've got asymmetrical roads coming in on each direction. The same as over here, asymmetrical in each direction. And I want to copy this. So let's select the node. I'm going to copy the marking for the entire node. Then we're going to select this node. And we're going to paste that. Yep, we're going to say, yes, that's fine. Oh, it's even flipped it around for us. Well, I wasn't expecting that. And that has pretty much lined it up perfectly. We might just need to line up a couple of things, but we'll say apply. Come on, apply. There we go, very good. And then if we want to just tidy it up a bit, we can drag these lines in and out, but that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So I want to do the same with something a bit more complicated. So here we've got 4-lane roads coming in on each side and all of this in the middle. So let's select, let's get that tool going. There we go. Select this node here. There we go. We're going to copy that. And then I want to find another T-junction that's got 4-lane roads coming in each way. There we go. We have one over here that I've just made. Just worth noticing on the node controller, nice little update here, which has got this box. I don't think that was there before. So you can easily see the offsets, because before we had to sort of hover over here, didn't always work. But yeah, that's good. But let's leave it like this. This is the standard 0 offset if you just make a junction. And this one over here that we're going to copy from has an offset of 20. So let's try copying and seeing whether that offset makes any difference, whether it's clever enough. So we'll just copy that again. Then we'll come over here. We'll select that node. There we go. And then we'll paste it in. Let's just put it so we can see. Yes, we want to paste it in. And that's fine. Now, what's happened there, if we notice this node, it's coming east to west and going to the south. And, of course, this one here is coming east to west and going to the north. So we should be able to just turn this around and have it still line up. So let's turn that clockwise. There we go. And that has lined up perfectly. Obviously, a little bit squished in the middle because the node controller corner offset was different. Well, we can change that. We know it was 20. So let's just bump that back up to 20. We could, of course, type it in the box. And look at that. That is a perfect copy of this one here. The only thing we need to do as well, which I've just noticed, is again with node controller, is no junction markings. There we go. Fantastic. And then if we want to, we can come into here, control left click. There we go. Dedicated turning lanes. And bish bash bosh, we've had a nice copy. That is a big game changer. I am loving that. Right, the next thing that you want to take a look at with the mod is to go to the options. There we go. Go to intersection marking tool, and you've got this tab here that says backup. You can dump all your marking data. So that's all these little lines and dots and things that you put on your intersections. And you can back up your templates as well to a file. So we're going to dump our marking data to a file. Okay, if you click on this, it's going to copy the path to the XML file to your clipboard, but we don't need to do that. We just click OK, that's done. And then if you want to restore our marking data, there we go. We can go into our saves on here. So what's the time now? 2:18. So yes, this one here. There we go. The latest one's at the bottom. It's named my save. So mid-episode 29 of Teaport, the date and the time. And I can restore that. And of course, the same for the templates as well. But yes, there we go. So that is another fantastic addition. And one more thing worth mentioning, the shortcuts and modifiers tab. Now, you might be familiar with me using the shift when you're drawing a line in to get a solid line instead of the dash line, which happens without a modifier. But now you can set modifiers for these other lines here and stop line modifiers as well. So instead of the giveaway signs, these other options that you've got, so we can set some of those, and for the crosswalks and for the fillers as well. So that is an absolutely blinding addition. So I'd like to thank the mod makers, Kian Zarin of Node Controller and Muxurgy of Intersection Marking Tool. They've been helping me out while I've been making this video, answering some questions that I had. So if you want to see more of my Cities Skyline cities, be sure to subscribe, maybe watch the next video on the screen as well, and thank you for your continued support. Hope you enjoyed this video, something a little different today, and I will see you very soon for the next episode of Teaport. Take care, everybody. Wow, those yellow lines, they really glow in the dark, don't they? See you soon. Bye-bye.